plane, and it's one of those small ones, you know, that has like one little seat each on one side, and then the 3 seats each where I belonged, you know? And they put me in the 1 seat. And the 1 seat is, I got on and I thought, is this the sample seat? You know, is this like the, you know, like if you go to Kmart, if they're selling tents, they have that small tent, you know, the little sample tent. I thought, this is what the chair should look like, but it needs to be larger sizes. And I wanted to, you know, that's where they put me, by myself. There was 3 seats over there, no one was sitting there. I'm in the 1 seat. Lovely. So I tried to sit down. As I'm trying to sit down, it was kind of crazy because on the inside of the handrest, the armrest, is the button to release the seat. You know what I'm talking about? You know, the little, okay, 2 inches, you're in trouble. You can't take off the plane until you sit up, you know what I mean? Like I'm really reclining. But I sit in there, and I was so big that when I sat on the seat belt and therefore lost it. And I'm trying to find it, and I'm just like all over the place, sweating and, you know, just kind of really crazy. And I tried to find a seatbelt, but every time I leaned back to get the seatbelt, my leg would push the button on the inside. Okay, and I'd put it back up, and then I'd reach back. And there, you know, the seatbelt has to be fastened in order to take the plane off, because at 30,000 feet, a seatbelt will save your life. Not really. You know, I'm thinking I need a new plane if I'm falling from 30,000 feet. They're just like, we can't take off, sir. You're not safe if you have a seatbelt. You don't ever see anybody that falls from 30,000 feet, gets out of the plane, and go, glad I was wearing my seatbelt. You know, it just doesn't happen. But you know, traveling is kind of fun, and it's challenging all the same. But when I get on a plane, I'm usually running late. It's mostly due to ADD. Because I get to the airport in plenty of time, but there's a lot of distractions, shops. I'm like, oh, what's in here, you know? A plane is going to take off, you know, so I'm rushing to the plane, and I get into the plane last, and there's only like 3 seats left, and I've got my ticket, and I'm walking down the aisle, and I'm looking for my ticket, and I find my ticket. Oh, here it is. And so I'm walking down the aisle, and this is the lottery that nobody wants to win, you know? Here's the fat guy that had to run to the plane. And he's late, and there's only 3 seats left, and I like to pause right in front of someone's seat who's empty, and then just to you know, scare them like I'm going to be sitting with them, just like, no, and then I mean, they get nervous. It's that lottery that nobody wants to win. They're all scared that I'm going to sit with them and crowd them out, you know, and if they give me too much of a hassle, I usually sit with them anyway, and no, I don't. But it's kind of fun. But when I got on this seat, and I'm struggling, obviously can't fit in the seat, and it wouldn't fit. And they finally got on the microphone in front of the plane. There's like, it's one of those small planes. I don't know, maybe 30 passenger plane, you know. And the lady was just right in front of me. I was in the front row, and she gets on the microphone. If you're having trouble sitting in your seat, you may now move to a more comfortable seat. There's only like 13 people on the plane. So what everybody heard was, the fat man is having trouble on the front row. We've made allowances for him. He may now move to the triple-seater on the right side of the plane. Because that was a little bit embarrassing. So I get over to the other side of the plane, and I sit in the middle, you know, thinking I'd have all 3 seats, and I try to put on the seatbelt.
Oh no.
You need to get right with Jesus. Anyway, oh no. That hurts. Anyway, and so I'm trying to put the seatbelt on, and it stops. And I know that, you know, they have this thing that they call an extension. You know what I'm talking about? It's the extra help for those of us that can't fit inside the seatbelt. And so I have to push the little button. Because I'm on the front row, she won't get my signal, and I hit the button. You know that sound?
Yeah.
And she comes up, yes sir, may I help you? You know, and I need an extension. Yes, what'd you say? I need an extension. I can't hear you the loud. I need an extension! Too fat to be in the seat, okay? So now that everybody knows that, you know, she's still trying to be nice. They have some kind sometimes they had signals for I think, because, you know, sometimes I walked on the plane and they just handed me one, you know, it's like, well, I didn't ask for this, you know, but thank you. You know what I mean? I think they have some kind of signal, like in baseball, they have those signals, you know, and I think they have one on the plane, because something like, you know. Anyway, because when I walked on, they're like, here you go, here's your seatbelt extension. But, you know, it could have been great if she would have, like, you know, she was trying to communicate to the rest of the guy in the back who had the extension, and I think they were trying to do the code, you know, and the guy wasn't paying attention, so she has to get on the microphone. It's for the fat guy in the front row. He's in seat 1A, B, and C. I wonder why y'all are laughing at that.